G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be doing a bit of a different video. I'll be talking I guess about why Velma should get a second season, and also be going over what happened in season 1 and things to expect for season 2, and also tell you a bit about what's going to most likely happen in season 2. A little bit to cover. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Velma, the whole series is now out on HBO Max. Here in Australia, the place you can watch is Foxtel or Binge. I watch it on Binge because it's a little bit easier for me. It was a pretty good series, you know. I mean, most episodes were good. There was a few standouts, and there was a few disappointing episodes, but each episode had a good moment in it and a few good moments. Despite negative reviews, I'd personally like to see a season 2. I think we should get a season 2, seeing how we ended off the final episode, especially where the sheriff dies, and seeming it wasn't a girl that's, hot. It might be someone else, and anyone could get murdered this time, so I'm much more looking forward to that. So the person murdering's got a little bit more freedom. I think that does sound a lot better, to me anyway. There was a few standout episodes, and I've already got my ranking planned, and my ranking video for the first season, ranking the episodes, will come out in a few days. I'm just going to tell you my favourite and the reasons why, and my least favourite and the reasons why. My favourite was Fog Fest, because I really liked the atmosphere and the graphics for the episode. Definitely the best graphics of the show. I felt like every single character was really powerful and very, very good in this episode. I mean, you got Norville trying to, I guess, get into the relationship back with Gigi and trying to, make her happy because she got stung by a bee and nearly died, and he did nothing about it. And we see Daphne and Velma's relationship explored. We also see Fred's relationship with his parents. We also get some old-time Scooby-Doo music and a few of the chase scenes in this episode, which was quite good. I really, really enjoyed that. And just for those reasons, it's my favourite episode. But my least favourite episode is Velma Makes a List, and honestly, it was really, really hard to pick between this episode and the sins of the fathers and some of the mothers. But Velma Makes a List just is my least favourite, just because it didn't really make that much sense, and Velma's story wasn't explored much. It was more Daphne and her parents, which is, I'm fine with. But in episode 6, that relationship between Daphne's real parents kind of ends, and it was quite disappointing to me. That's why it was a little bit hard to pick between those two, but I've gone with number 4, also because not a lot happened in it, apart from Velma's stepmother having a baby pretty much at the high school, and that was kind of weird. It's not going to be the worst episode. Like, it was still not that bad. Like, it was still decent enough. But in season 2, I'd like to see a lot more episodes have really, really strong moments. I feel like every single episode had strong moments in it, but there was a few episodes that had really, really weak moments, and if they just adjust them up, the whole series could really go up a notch. And I'm not saying it's going to be a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I just don't see any episode of this show being that high, but it's still a great show, and unfortunately, seeming the reviews being bad, it's yeah, quite disappointing, honestly, because I enjoyed it, but I can see why people didn't enjoy it, because it's not really Scooby Doo. Um, but yeah, there are talks that season two is currently in the making, um, and many fans are questioning that, especially um, quickly, especially seeming, season one, I think got 5.9 out of 10 voted from fans off Rotten Tomatoes. So, no one really enjoyed the series. 5.9, that's quite disappointing because I don't think any episode was that bad. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, apart from negative reviews, it looks like it's going to get a season two. And yeah, we should definitely see it by either this year or next year. My guess is it will probably be like this year, where it comes out January next year and finishes in February. Um, that's my guess. I'm not 100% sure if that's right or not. What I don't want them to do is rush the series. Like, sure, I'd love to see season two out soon, but I'd rather see it later down the track if they're going to make it really, really good and make every single episode a standout from the series and really, really make it hard for fans to, like, not watch it like they did in parts in the first season. So, yeah, I'd like to see that. I'd almost like to see it come out even later than January next year because I don't know if a year is good enough. I mean, it should be good enough, but I still don't know if a year is good enough to make this whole episode, like every single episode of season two, an 8, because the 8 is the most I can see being ranked for any episode of Velma. And honestly, I gave it to Fogfest, so obviously proves that it can be done. If Fogfest, if they make episodes not similar to Fogfest, but similar graphics, really, really good ideas in that episode too. They'd be able to make some pretty good episodes, you would think, in season two, because there were a few episodes where it was really, really hard to wait for the episode, like obviously 9 and 10. I had a little bit of a break between the episode 8 and 9. Little bit of a break between 6 and 7, and I really wanted to see what happened next, if it was going to be good or bad, especially seeing the first 3 episodes were good and the next 3 were bad. But they delivered with their best episode of the series, in my opinion, in Fogfest. And I really, really like the series, and I hope we can see some really cool moments in season 2 as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little opinion here of basically me saying what I want to see from season 2 and what my favourite and least favourite episode was, and what to do with the series basically here on in. I also think every single character should get a return, except of course the sheriff who died, which was quite disappointing. But every single character that was used should be used again. I don't see them using any new characters, except maybe the reason, the reveal of the person who's murdering maybe could be a different person, because it could be like in the family group with a whole bunch of different people. Maybe it's in Fred's family, seeming she was a villain, or maybe it could be another relative of Norville's or Dr. Padue's. So yeah, it'd be nice to see maybe a different relative being behind the murders for season 2. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little opinion of mine. And yeah, I hope you have had a great day, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I guess it's my little opinion of Velma and what we should see from season 2. I really hope season 2 can be maybe better than season 1, and Hopefully more people can, get into it like I have. But yeah, stay tuned for some more up and coming videos on the channel, and of course my reviews.